Over $1 million of Bored Apes got scammed and sold. This scam was long, sophisticated, and slowly built credibility over a long period of time. The person that got scammed held on to some of these apes since the beginning. Couldn't imagine the feeling of holding on to something you bought for a couple $100, turn into millions, and then just lose it all to a scam. Let's look in to see how this happened. So 14 Bored Apes got scammed over 852 ETH, $1.07 million through a long-term social engineering scam. So the scammer, this Jason Brubeck guy, contacted the victim. He wanted to get some IP rights to some of his Bored Apes for some movie he was making. He made a fake website. He registered this domain called Unemployed. And this Unemployed website was an AI-powered social IP platform for NFTs. Okay, that sounds legit. However, if you kind of delve into it, it looks like this was also a scam. They spent many hours in calls, talked with victims for weeks, created fake pitches and partnerships, and even formed fake legal contracts. They went all out for this. I think that just goes to show you, like, if your spidey senses is tingling, make sure you just double check shit. You got a lot of stuff. There's, they took whatever, it was almost 6 months to build this, or 4 months, whatever it was, to take $1 million. Yeah, $1 million. It's crazy. They created a bunch of fake Bored Ape and Mutant Ape Twitter accounts who tweeted, interacted with people every day. So they're building up, the social licensing that they have, social credibility. After going through a lot of the contracts, they sent him an email. The scammer sent the scammee an email stating sent a bid through the Unemployed. So the scammer told him to visit the Unemployed and sign the contract, and that's where it happened. So without getting in too many details here, but the scam was designed as it looked real. Even if you just look at this, it almost looks like a real life thing you would see if you're posting on OpenSea. OpenSea uses a thing called Seaport, so that's scammed, and then there's a whole bunch of mumbo jumbo in here. So at first it looks credible, but number one, listen, you're on a weird website, Unemployed, and then you click sign your wallet with your 14 Bored Apes, $1 million in there. And a Seaport thing comes up. Why would a Seaport thing come up? It's Unemployed. You're on Unemployed. I get it. There might be a contract there, but hey, that's number one. And here is the record of the blockchain. All of these apes got sold. You can kind of see here. I think it was for 0.00001 ether. You can kind of see up at the top middle. Oh man, that's terrible. So right away, the scammer's wallet funded by this place. The scammer then accepted the highest ETH offers on all of the NFTs, converted them to 852. So they already had offers, so instant sell, and converted it to DAI, so a stablecoin. And now that the scammer sent all the funds to a new wallet where the funds are currently sitting dormant, wallet address is right here. You can see it for there. So, and then he has a good take here. Understand what you're signing. Don't blindly sign random signatures. And God forget, don't be signing random shit with your $1 million apes. Holy. Don't sign Seaport signatures outside of OpenSea. Yeah, that's what I just said. Don't trust random platforms and use multiple wallets, hot, cold, and hardware. So there are some new tools coming out. I don't know anything about this guy, but this is exactly why we've added transaction simulation on your wallet. So you can sign this transaction, and it'll simulate what's about to happen. And things can happen quickly. There's another guy here. Cirrus kind of goes a little bit over it. Wow, he moved that so quickly. I couldn't imagine. You see that? Even Nate Rivers, he doesn't text that, or he doesn't tweet that much. But yeah, I feel sick looking at those numbers. It's brutal, man. So this is the guy. Looks like he got scammed. I got scammed. Lost all my apes. This is the wallet. It's talking about this Jason Brubeck guy. I bet he's looking at those transactions just sweating. People are saying, even Franklin ended up buying one, which sucks for him. I mean, it sucks for everybody. He had a collection offer out, but then he says, gonna hopefully, it's locked. It's stolen properties. OpenSea can't sell it. At the end of the day, it is the wild, wild west out there. This is gonna happen. Probably a reason why a lot of people don't want to join in this space, but get yourself one of these. This is a ledger. This is the hardware wallet that everybody talks about. So, you plug it in just to your computer there. You have this. It's just a screensaver. Then you press the button, and then you got to put in your password. I'm not going to put my password in. And then you can only, if a transaction's signed in your MetaMask, you have to open up this, put the password in, and approve it on this ledger. So nothing stays on this. Like, you could lose this and it goes away. It is one thing to note is that when you do sign up, your secret phrase is generated from this screen. So it's never on the internet. Lots of times people get scammed because they have viruses on their computer, like a Trojan horse, where they're just like watching your keystrokes or maybe your screen, and then you can see everything that gets put in there, and then all of a sudden, boom, found that wallet's gone. So this is one way to do it. They're doing a lot of cool stuff too. I think they just had Ledger Open, which is a conference in Paris that they have, and they're making some cool stuff. They were considering this like the first rendition of the iPod. Now they're starting to make some pretty neat things. So we're going to jump into the crypto market summary. So if you enjoy this stuff, hit that subscribe button. Really appreciate it, and we'll see you in there. So here we go. We're looking, prices have still kind of just maintained. Not much difference from yesterday. The market cap still, I think, up $4 billion. Is that all that is? Pretty range bound right now. Kind of crazy. Probably a good time to start accumulating. Shitcoins. What do we see? 1.7 million in ETH with a bunch of transactions. 6653. Nothing too crazy going on in here. A couple Messi coins, of course. Lionel Messi. Those are doing a little bit of work. Some little sketchy. Not enough cells going on in there. Probably straight honeypots. 1 million in BNB. And we're seeing 25,642. That's interesting. Marketplace volume, so a little bit more. We're at 31 million for the day. Again, Blur's leading that leaderboard, likely due to some of the airdrops again. Still, OpenSea's seen the volume gone down a little bit. They were kind of cruising around that $8, $9, $10 million range per day. Now they only hit 7 yesterday, so a little bit quieter. But I mean, at least we're like over that $12 million day range. I don't know what's going on there. A little bit interesting stuff, but we'll keep an eye on that. And what else we got? I mean, oil prices, we're not seeing too much there. Obviously, weekends, markets closed. Bonds still closed, so that's, 2 years are starting to come down a little bit, hey? Like, they were pretty high there at the beginning of December. ENS, that's fine. So NFT floor prices also pretty flat for the day. Everyone's sitting there probably watching World Cup, and not like some of the floor price of the Bored Ape, or of the NFTs that we're watching is basically is the exact same. Kind of flat, so monolith keep coming down. What do we got going on here? Pretty flat for these rug radios. Anonymous 0.23. Yeah, rec guys coming down. I think I sold for 1 ETH my rec guy. I think he got 0.9 out of it, or 0.925 or something. And then so now I got what, 0.7 in there, maybe 0.6 something. So because I bought an Ether Orcs for 0.34 the other day, I think it was yesterday or the day before. Finally got in. It was level 300, so decent. So I'd like to just get back into rec guy, and then basically, I flip my rec guy to get a free Ether Orcs. That's kind of my plan. ENS still at 1.3. They're kind of steady there. Consortium key hovering that 3.8. That's what we're looking like for today. So hope you enjoyed it, guys. Take care.